Hey guys, I'm Kerri, and I'm going to be prepping one of my meals for the week, which is a taco salad for the sugar detox. So come along with me and we'll pick out everything that we need. I would grab avocados, but I already grabbed those. So on to the next thing. Perfect. So the first thing I grabbed was lettuce, and now I'm gonna grab the meat. Usually what I do with ground beef is I try to pick a higher content, so like a 90% lean or 93% is what I usually go for. And I've already figured out how much I need. I'll need more than this, so I'm gonna grab a couple of them. Okay, we're turning around, sorry. So this is the rice cauliflower that I use. I make sure that it's the plain stuff, and I always check the ingredient list on here to make sure that there's nothing else in here besides the cauliflower. We'll need a couple of those. Normally I would always add corn in there too, but since we can't have that yet, I'm not adding that in there. And the taco seasoning that I use, I already have at home. So let's go check out and then make it. All right guys, now that we got everything, let's head over to my place and we're gonna cook this all up. All right, now that we are here, we are going to prep all of the food. This is everything that I'm gonna need. My seasoning's over there. First thing I do is I weigh out my meat. We're gonna only make for 3 days instead of 6 days like I normally do. So with that, we'll turn on the scale. I'll tear it out, and I want to make sure that I have just enough for a week, or for the 3 days. So I need 15 pounds. I'm doing 5 ounces each day. And then we will let that start cooking up. For seasonings, to start with, we'll just do salt and pepper, as much or as little as you want. And then my seasoning for choice, once it gets going, is actually, I use Flavor God Taco Tuesday. I get it off Amazon. It's a little bit expensive, but you get this giant container of it, and it does not have any sugar in it. I checked the ingredients. All of the Flavor God stuff is good for the sugar detox. So while that's cooking up, I'm going to grab the avocados and dice those up and weigh them out. All right, so while we're finishing up with some of that, I'm going to start my cauliflower. Let that cook 4 minutes. Throw in my seasoning. You can season it to whatever you want. Normally, I would add a sugar-free salsa into this as well. You could do pico. I didn't pick up any of that for this time, but those are other really good options to help season it as well. So now you're gonna have to reweigh it because it's gonna weigh different from when you initially weighed it up. And you wanna make sure that you still have, or you have the right portions for each meal. So, okay, so we started with 15 ounces. Now we're down to 12. So you just have to divide that by the 3. And then you're gonna weigh it out and put it in containers. All right, so now that we have the cauliflower out, I like to season this with my taco seasoning as well. Kind of gives it like that Mexican rice taste to it, I guess. So we will try and add some of this in here without making a huge mess. And then just stir it up in the container. And this I weigh out as well. I've already figured out the serving size. I need 90 grams of this per serving. Then for each of these, I'm doing 1.5 ounces of avocado. I like them mashed up, so I'm gonna get it all mashed up first. I've already weighed this out like you guys saw at the beginning. Before I add in the lettuce, I mix this all up, and it's already ready to go for when I reheat it. All right, so the last thing with this is the lettuce, and obviously we're gonna heat this back up, so we don't wanna put the lettuce in. I usually just put it in a bag. You're gonna wanna look at the back and see what the serving size is. I'm only doing 1 cup, which this is serving size of 2 cups, which is 85 grams. So I'm gonna do about 40 grams into another bag and put it in the fridge. And that is my taco salad.